Hey everyone, this is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast, and this is the NXT review. So this week's NXT was a really good show, enjoyable show is the right word. You can say that. I enjoyed the show very much. Quite a lot of things that happened in this show, and some one return and some breaking news and a turn as well. So I will be getting into it. So first we began with this review. So right out of the bat, we got to the first match, which was Thomas Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher facing off against Pete Dunne and Ollie Lorcan. So this rivalry is going on for some few weeks right now, and this is leading into this match, and this match was really good and really neck to neck match, back and forth match, where this could have been gone either way. Great catch wrestling, great technical wrestling, mat based wrestling, whatever you can say that fist, chop, strikes, all the things that you expect from Ciampa and Thatcher, that was there, and also from Dunne and Lorcan as well. They were great too. So they were also kind of accustomed into this style. So it was really great to see same kind of style pitting up against. So that was great. But the talking point was obviously this match was great. But after the post match, I mean, in the end of the match, we saw Ciampa actually reverse the bitter end and reversed into the actually in the Fujiwara armbar, and Lorcan actually pulled Dunne to ringside, and Rich Holland showed up in the hard camera and knocked down Thatcher in the process, and Dunne for that matchbox pin on Ciampa, but Ciampa kicked out and Dunne hit Ciampa with the bitter end and got the victory. So Rich Holland is back. So if you remember, he was out with a knee injury where he took that the suicide dive or something. At that time he was face, I think so. He was and he was in the storyline of Adam Cole, I think so. And then suddenly he got injured in that same or after 1 week or something. After 1 week, yeah, I think so. So after the pay-per-view, yeah, that was it. So after the pay-per-views NXT, that was the time. So anyways, he's back, and he's teaming up with Oni Lorcan and Pete Dunne. So that's a great team that's looking, and he's looking very good as well. So that's the news, and we get to Rich Orange joining Dunne and Lorcan. So that's a great team that I am very hopeful for if they book them well. And we get to the second match, which was before that we had before had Samoa Joe made his entrance to the arena, and Joe walked to the ring with a random folder in hand, and Joe tossed a plastic table and chair in the ring as well, and Joe set up the table and chair for a meeting, and he said that he had three news that he want to tell, three updates that he want to tell. William Regal comes up and he says he's no longer in the as the kind of a agent kind of thing for William Regal to protect him or something. He's not that. He is officially resigning from that thing, and he is getting signed into the talent kind of talent and the as the NXT superstar, and that kind of contract that he's signing. So he actually insists William Regal to sign that, and William Regal looks upon him and he signs it, and that was the thing. And third thing was that, and this was pretty badass, and this was a very pretty badass thing that they did. And even though it's a more of them, like it's spoiled, we know that Samoa Joe is getting back and he's gonna have that NXT championship match against Karrion Kross, we know that. But still this was so good, so great to see. If we didn't know this, this would have been a great this is a great news, a great announcement actually. And if you think so, because this is a big deal, because last time we saw Samoa Joe wrestle was in 2019 or something, I think so. So this is a really we didn't expect like he's gonna sign with WWE, or he's gonna sign with and he signed it and he's gonna return to the ring or something. We didn't know that. So that's a great news. And he said that he's going to have the NXT championship match against Karrion Kross. So that's not official, they didn't say that, but that's pretty much confirmed because the contract is signed. So kind of they will be having the graphics ready, I guess. Maybe the graphics is not ready, so that's pretty much confirmed that the main event would be Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe for the NXT championship. I don't remember like when was the last time we saw one of the most awaited kind of main event. I mean, Adam Cole is always there. I know that Adam Cole matches, Johnny Gargano matches are so good, and but Samoa Joe kind of Finn Balor kind of caliber superstars is so much so that it's a very great news that we got here. So Joe is signed the contract to the active roster, so that's the thing, and we get to the LA Knight and Cameron Grimes golf course segment after that, and they are having some kind. The ball goes into the into the lake or something, and they are getting Lion is actually saying to Grimes to take that ball out, and Grimes get annoying Knight with random bets that he wanted to make with Knight's golf swings, and Knight was pissed off that Grimes was being so annoying and optimistic. So he's still kind of playing as a optimistic, but we had uh, this what's his name, the $1 million guy, what's his name, Ted DiBiase, showed up as well in one of the segment where he said that you are not meant to do this, you are the superstar, you are not meant to be butler of someone. So kind of motivating him, kind of stating him to turn on the LA Knight, and that's going to happen next week or after that, because they are really building for that match at NXT Takeover, and I'm very okay with it. I'm very okay with that. It's a really fun Knights and Gripes segment. This week was also really fun to watch, and these segments are really good to watch. And we get to another next match, which was NXT Breakout Tournament continues. Josh Briggs versus Carmelo Hayes in a first round match of NXT Breakout Tournament. So this was the match where they would be having uh, the semi-finals, I think so, next week. And so this was a great match. I didn't expect Josh Briggs to be losing this match, because had a great performance here. Duke Hudson, also one of the breakout tournament competitor, also joined the commentary table, and he is actually going to face one of them. And Carmelo Hayes defeated Josh Briggs, where in the end we saw Hayes actually escaped a side slam and hit Briggs with a La Mystica slams, and two slams actually, and Hayes hit Briggs with a leg drop to the back of the neck and got the victory. So a good match, I would say, a good well worked match by both Josh Briggs and Carmelo Hayes. Very enjoyable matches that we saw in this in this episode of NXT. So very entertaining match and very fun match. And we get to the another golf course segment. LA Knight was still trying to hit balls with his golf club, and Grimes continued to annoy Knight with his commentary. And Knight asked Grimes to get one of the balls. So this was a segment. The first segment was different, and Ted DiBiase drove up to golf car to chat with Grimes. And DiBiase said, "People like Knight leave people like Grimes out to dry." And Grimes said he's just being a man of his word. DiBiase said that Grimes needs to step up and fight for what he believes in. So he's going to turn. And then we got a replay of Rich Holland's return to NXT, and we get to after that we get to Dakota Kai and NXT Women's Championship Raquel Gonzalez segment, where she actually, long story short, she said that no one is there to challenge her, and Dakota Kai said that she's crushed everybody, and she's one of the most dominant women in NXT history, and one of the greatest NXT women's division is because because of because of Raquel Gonzalez, and she has laid upon all of them. Charlotte Flair, she actually name drops Charlotte Flair, Shayna Baszler, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and others as well. So she's already taken over, take down everyone in the division seasons. And I was talking about this. I was very into that she's gonna turn. I was expecting that when she's gonna kick her, but no, man, I'm not seeing. I was very hopeful that she's gonna turn in this week's NXT when she was cutting the promo. And Kai continued to hype up Raquel, and the segment was ending, but and all of the things were going to good, but Kai said they have been through a lot together, and that was the point where I saw that, man, you're going to turn. And Gonzalez will forever be champion. Gonzalez team played, and Gonzalez posed the title in the corner, and Gonzalez get down to the from the top rope. Dakota Kai clocked with a big boot onto her face and leave her lying, and picks up that title belt, and she wants that NXT Women's Championship. So as I said, I was literally asking for this match for 2 months right now. I want to have Dakota Kai versus Raquel Gonzalez. Do anything after that if you want to move her into the main roster or something. But I think so. Raquel Gonzalez would be retaining the championships because the story demands like that. So how much of superstar she had turned on? She's like Triple H because she has turned on many superstars. She has turned on Tegan Knox. She has turned on, I think so. She has turned on Candice LeRae as well. No, that was Io Shirai. No, that was Io Shirai. So Io Shirai and Zoe Starks is in the backstage segment where Starks said that she and Shirai should train together, but Shirai said that she is she don't need friendship and she respects her, but she's not agreeing into it. But finally she agrees that. And Mandy Rose was chatting with Gigi Dolan and JCJ in backstage, and we got camera panning out, and she said the camera guy to go away. And there's something planning, so lots of interesting segments and interesting things that was played out. In the weeks to come we will see how it is. So I'm very interested to see the Mandy Rose going to challenge. Uh, Dakota Kai or Raquel Gonzalez, whoever the champion's gonna be after the NXT Takeover 36. I'm very hopeful that that's gonna happen. We get to a match, third match: Frankie Monet and Jessica Mia. So new Stone brand versus Casey Catanzaro, Caden Carter. This was pretty decent for what it was, and Robert Stone's distraction caused kind of. He was not intentionally distracting, but he tried to hand Monet a shoe to use that. But Monet was distracted after that, and this allowed Carter to recover and drag Monet over to her corner. And Catanzaro hit Monet with the 450 to give Carter the win. So post match, Frankie Monet's first loss after she debuts. So she's very angry. So she says, "No, don't ever get into her business." So very warning, nice little warning. I mean, this could turn out to be another beat down for Robert Stonebrand, and he would be packed off because so much so has happened with Robert Stone for so much weeks right now. So this was that, and we had a sit down interview by Wade Barrett with Roderick Strong and Malcolm Billings, and they talked about how Strong actually was got connected with Malcolm Billings, and he said that Malcolm Billings connected with him, and he said that Bivens talked about pulling Strong out of retirement from NXT, and Barrett said he sees Strong going after Kushida's Cruiserweight Championship, and Barrett said he also sees the next big match being because he was asked by Wade Barrett, is this gonna be a Strong and Fish match, a big match that gonna be? So Bivens said Fish and Strong is a big money match, and who doesn't love money? And Strong said when he finishes Fish and that's over because I think they said that this would be next week, so this is next week, I think so. And William Regal, Paul Levesque, and Shawn Michaels segment what played out where they announced that another great and one hell of a match that we are waiting, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. Two will take place at the NXT Takeover show. Man, this card is so looking great. Samoa Joe versus Karrion Kross, Dakota Kai versus Raquel Gonzalez, and Strong versus if it do happens, Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, third match. I mean, yeah, rubber match, and this match as a Water versus Dragon of NXT UK Championship, and hopefully tag team championship would be we would be seeing that as well. I don't think so. $1 million would be there. $1 million championship would be there, and maybe the this Cameron Grimes versus the Cameron Grimes versus the what's his name, LA Knight. I don't think so that could be on the takeover card because lots of card 4 to 5 matches is already confirmed. So they keep it short so to have the duration for the matches, important matches actually. So I don't think so they would be doing it again in the takeover show. Maybe this could be moved on to an post takeover NXT show. So then we have the camera try to catch up with Dakota Kai, but she rushed out of the WWE PC, and Wade Barrett said he thinks that Kai will be becoming the next women's champion. I do want to see her as a champion. She's long working with Raquel Gonzalez just like her bridesmaid, and was so expecting 2 months. From 2 months I was talking about she should turn. I mean, before going, obviously I was telling that. So That's a great, and I'm totally invested into this. And we get to hit row Ashanti Ordinance and Top Dollar facing off against the match against Imperium, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner. This was a really good match as well, where we saw hit row's face turn. That was a talking point here. Post match, we saw Imperium's Marcel Barthel and Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner. Dollar hit Eichner with an elbow drop, and Barthel broke up the pin, and Dollar actually tossed Eichner in his corner in the end and tagged in Ashanti. Ashanti hit Eichner with a blackjack. Hook and Wild and Raul Mendoza attacked Isaiah Scott at ringside, and Top Dollar chased off Mendoza, Wild, and Escobar. So the Escobars, Santos Escobar, Legado del Fantasma, if you will, this allowed kind of distraction. This and the attack on Isaiah Scott created a distraction point for Top Dollar, and this allowed Imperium to hit a distracted Adonis with a European bomb to give Barthel the win. So post match we saw attack by Okenwald and Raul Mendoza on the team of Hitro. So Hitro is now face, I think so. They are turned into a baby face. I'm not very into this decision, because when we see the members that they have 3 to 4 members here and they are getting beat down, it's not very unbelievable if Imperium get kind of the heel turn, face turn. That would have been better. But but then we think so, because that's also the situation where Walter is a heel right now, so they could not turn Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner just by forgetting Walter, because Walter is the Imperium's leader, so he's a heel. So whole group is heel actually. So I mean, they are becoming favorites. They are getting cheered up. So they actually turned him face. So a good thing that they did. And Hitro is a face right now, and we saw the camera focusing upon Isaiah Scott, very angry, very furious. And this is gonna be match for next week. Actually, they confirmed this match, and we had a segment where Indy Hartwell, Johnny Gargano, and Candice LeRae were in the backstage, and they Indy Hartwell got a picture where they had a whole team, and Dexter Lumis was also drawn on that picture, and they say finally confirmed that they are going to have a match. Gargano and Lumis would be having a match. And if Gargano wins, then Loomis will have to stop pursuing Hartwell, and Gargano agreed, and Hartwell left to ask Regal for the match. So if Gargano wins, then this whole love story is over. If Gargano doesn't win, then this whole love story is not over. So I think so Gargano is gonna lose if they want to have this interesting situation played out again and again. But this is going nowhere, I think so. But if they want to do, they will do. I mean, I'm not much really cared about this storyline, anyways. But this is fun little stuff that they had. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And we got a next segment, the third segment of LA Knight and Cameron Grimes. GYV also were there. James Ring and Zach Gibson onto the golf vehicle and showed up and confront Knights and Grimes. And Knights was still annoyed at everything Grimes did, and Knight and Grimes made a bet with GYVs over golf swings. And Knight swung his ball in the lake. Grimes got a hole in one, but not before being cartoony by hitting Knights in the balls and back of the head with the golf club. And Knight didn't know who hit him and what hit him. And Grimes told Knight that it was the GYVs that attacked him. So maybe we could see these two team actually getting kind of on pair up, where they would be facing off against GYV. So yeah, that would be fun to watch the enemies kind of and that'd be nice. Yeah. So LA Knight and Cameron Grimes teaming up against facing off GYV. That's not confirmed, but that's I expect we're gonna see. We finally get to the main event, and that is Adam Cole versus the colossal Bronson Reed, and this is the uh, bye bye for Bronson Reed, as he is getting called up for the main roster. And we have seen his dark. We have had a news that he's being having dark matches, many dark matches on Raw. So he's getting called up. It's a very. I mean, he was so good at NXT, and he didn't have a good championship reign actually. Let's see. I don't think so. He's gonna be pushed as a big superstar, and I don't know, man. So many call-ups and how they're gonna do. Almost 80 to 90% of NXT superstars are not booked well. we have that if the past things are correct, if you have seen that. So talking about this match, man, this match was pretty nice to what it was. I would say they worked it very well, and Adam Cole focused on the knee part of Bronson Reed's simple story, and colossal Bronson Reed actually have that power advantage, and that was having difficulty for Adam Cole to get an offense and get an upper hand on Bronson Reed. So that was the story here. Reed had finally a Panama Sunrise for a 2 count, and Cole went for a last shot, but Reed got to his feet and hit Cole with a lariat. After slamming Cole to the mat with a power bomb, then Reed went for a tsunami splash. Cole avoided the splash. He was and he's missed. He actually dumped into the pool where no one was there, and Cole kicked Reed in the knee and hit Reed with the last shot and got the victory. It was very predictable that Bronson Reed is going to lose this match because Adam Cole is having one hell of a momentum going forward against the match of Kyle O'Reilly, as well as he's the top superstar. So he's the one of the. I mean, he's the top superstar of NXT. If you think so. So that's he's not going to lose to Adam. He's not going. Adam Cole is not going to lose to Bronson Reed, especially we know that he's going to call it up. So post match, Cole did his Adam Cole, and he was going to the back, and here comes Kyle O'Reilly and hit with a steel chair onto the back, and he actually drove that steel chair into the neck part of and. Adam Cole, and then he did what he did when Adam Cole betrayed Kyle O'Reilly, and that suplexing him onto the steel step. But the difference of Adam Cole did the brainbuster, but this was the suplex, and that was the tit for tat that Kyle O'Reilly did. Nice ending though, nice ending, and nice that suplex. I liked it, the story that they told. So a decent main event, a decent to pretty good main event, I would say. Nothing to very much to speak about, but whole in all, this was a very enjoyable show. Lots of new stuff that we see. The Heroes face turn, Samoa Joe getting cleared for the in-ring action, and lots of dream matches that we can finally put upon, man. And the big main event actually set up as well. Samoa Joe versus Karen Cross for the NXT Championship, as well as Ridge Holland makes his return. Dakota Kai turns on Raquel Gonzalez. So lots of talking point of this show had lots of interesting and lots of good matches here as well. So all in all, enjoyable show. I hope you like this review, man. Please have your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your thoughts in this week's show, this week's NXT show? And tomorrow is AEW Fight for the Fallen, one hell of a card I looked upon. I mean, so excited for Fight for the Fallen as well. So let's see how it will be. Will it be better than NXT, or the AEW Dynamite? We'll see. I don't want to kind of in my mind I kind of I have a competition kind of thing. I don't have a hate to any of the show. I enjoyed both of the show, both NXT and AEW Dynamite. So just a thing that I thought about and said. So that was that, man. Man. And please put out in the comment section below what was your favorite match in this week's NXT show. What are your whole thoughts in this week's NXT show? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.